Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I wanted to show you guys my new budget planner. I recently got really interested in getting a hold of my finances and having everything written down in a specific budget planner. This is the Erin Condren deluxe monthly planner. This is the first time I've ever purchased something from Erin Condren, and so far I absolutely love it. I've already made 2 more orders that should be coming in, and I'm gonna do a haul on those for you guys. Don't mind my nails, they need to be done, but let's just go ahead and get into the video. So in the front of it, it just says Family Budget 2018, and I really like these because you can totally customize what you want on the front of it. You can customize to the pattern, to what it says. If you open it up, you have a dry erase page right here on the back of it. You can just make a header, and you can just make a list, or you can do a savings tracker. You can really just do whatever you want with this page right here. This page just says Deluxe Monthly Planner, and you can put your name, you can put your phone number, your address, just something in case it gets lost. You flip it over here and you have 2 different quotes. I really love the print, and usually I don't really go for colorful things, but I wanted to get out of my comfort zone, if you should say, and I'm really happy that I did because the prints and the colors are just so nice, and the quotes are just really inspiring as well. The next page, you have an overview of the year. It has July 2017 to December 2018, and I have an idea of what I want to do for this page. I want to go ahead and cover this part up to make a key, and I also want to purchase colorful transparent circles just so I can mark my sinking funds, irregular bills, paydays, and things like that. The next page, you kind of have just little boxes with different colors, and you can kind of do whatever you want with it. I actually put these stickers on here, so if you don't want to do a yearly overview like I did, you can totally customize it to do whatever you want to do with it. I went with the yearly overview just so I can look at this page and kind of see little things that are coming up that we should start planning for in like 2 months or 3 months in advance. So for like September, there's the free museum day. And I know we want to take our son there, so we can just prepare, put some extra money aside for gas and to do a little extra activities, to get lunch, to go to the park, things like that. So it's really nice to have like an overview and for you to see what's coming up rather than it just showing up at a random time. The next page it starts off the months, and I got this in February, so I currently don't have anything in January. But it starts off, you get a dot grid view at the beginning of the month. You get a quote with a color theme. You also get an overview of January's month. You get 5, I believe it's 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, you get 5 little boxes here. You get a blank page here, and you get something you can do over here. Maybe a to-do list. You can track your bills. You can track your paychecks. You can really do whatever you want. So this is when I started off, and I don't like what I did with the beginning of February. I have a different layout that I'm going to do for March, and I'm definitely going to film that for you guys just to show you how different it is. So for the dot, I actually thought that the dot grid for February was the last page here, as to why I have a piece of paper stapled and you can kind of see underneath it. I didn't look at the colors and realize that it's in the beginning of the month rather than at the end of the month. So what I'm going to do is on this first dot grid page here, I'm going to go ahead and track my paycheck sinking funds, what I'm putting into savings and what I'm putting into our envelopes. And I have our envelopes in the back, which I'll show you guys. So for our savings, we have 3 different things in our savings, and I wanted to go ahead and track how much money we're putting into each individual category, so that when I look at our savings, I don't see just a total number. I can know what is in each category and how much is in each category. And then for our envelopes, it's usually a set amount each paycheck, but I'm going to go ahead and just write that down just so I know. In case I forget, I can look back into future or past months. So I'm going to go ahead and do sinking funds here. You have your quote, you have your color theme. And for monthly overviews, I'm going to go ahead and do a transaction tracker. So with the book, you get 2 pages of these really cute stickers. And I'm going to use these as things to track our transactions. So I went ahead and put a key here. I put groceries in purple, gas is in pink, blue is for unbudgeted, and yellow is for household. So what I do is when I make a transaction, I go ahead and get a sticker of the color of the category that it is. I write where it's from and how much it was. And I also track our paydays in here as well. The reason why I do this is because on this page, and I went ahead and covered our numbers for the, privacy of this video. So for the reason why I track our transaction is because on this page I have week 1, week 2, week 3, and week 4. And I have gas, groceries, work, food, entertainment, and household. These are our groceries, work, food, entertainment, and household are our cash envelope categories. And our gas just stays into our account. So I like to see what we use. I went ahead and wrote the budgeted amount. I'm writing the actual. And every Sunday I go ahead and look at what was spent. I add the numbers up for that specific category and I write it into the actual category. I write what we have remaining, and instead of doing the budgeted amount for week 2, I write the remaining amount for week 2. So we see how much we have left for the remainder of that week until we get paid again. And then I count it up, see what we have left. If there's something left, I add it on to here. If there's nothing left, I go ahead and just do the budgeted amount like I did in week 1 and week 2. This just kind of shows where you stand kind of by a week basis, and it also helps to know if you're putting a good amount into your categories or if you need to go ahead and add more money, or if you need to go ahead and if you don't spend as much, you can always just deduct. So on this page, I went ahead and did a February monthly budget. The reason why I did a paycheck weekly budget and a monthly budget is because some of these numbers change between week 1 and week 2 and week 3 and week 4. One paycheck is higher than the other, so we're able to put more categories and be a little bit more flexible at the end of the week rather than at the end of the month rather than at the beginning of the month. So I wanted to go ahead and remember what I put for our monthly budget and what's in our weekly budget. So for our monthly budget, we have our items here, and I wrote where they are. So our house is in our savings. We have our maternity photo shoot, which is an envelope. Our baby shower is an envelope. My haircut's an envelope. And Carter is a savings account. Vehicles in our savings. Groceries. These are actually cash clips. Sorry, guys, not envelopes. These are cash clips. So our grocery is a cash clip. Ryan's haircut's an envelope. Household is a clip. Entertainment is a clip. Gas is in our account. And work food's in our account. Work food's in a cash clip. So I went ahead and put the budgeted amount, and at the end of the month, I calculate everything up, write an actual, and I write if we're over or under for that certain month. Over here, I went ahead and wrote our paycheck 1 and paycheck 2, and then we have set amounts. We have a set minimum amount for each paycheck. So sometimes we have leftover money that we don't use. So for here, I put the actual amount of our paycheck 1, actual amount of paycheck 2, and then our leftover money, if there's any, for paycheck 1, paycheck 2, and I write a total here. And after I get this number of our leftover money, I go ahead to this back tab, and this is where I track our leftover money. So I write the month, I write how much we had, and then the reason why it says total here is because I will add the 2 numbers together to see where we are. And I also have deductions in case we need anything, like for emergency or anything for unbudgeted. So I keep a track of what we have as leftover money that we didn't use yet. So after February is just starting with your month. So you have your dot grid, you have your quote, your monthly view, your 5 boxes, your note page, and a to-do list or checklist, or how I use it as tracking our paycheck 1, paycheck 2, and leftover money. So it's the same way for each month. And then towards the end here, you get a in the coming year overview, which I think is really, really cool. You have January to December of 2019. You can write notes for your upcoming year. And this kind of looks like a little checklist or, just events that you have that are coming up that you know are going to be in 2019 that you want to keep track of. So after that, you get a your best accomplished isn't that you finished, it's that you had the courage to start quote. And I think that that's super, super cute. So the next thing you have in here is a lot of note pages that you can really do whatever you want with. For mine, I decided to go ahead and write Dave Ramsey's baby steps, step 1 through 7. I'm going to make a video more in depth about these, just kind of explaining what this all means. But I really want to get a hold of our finances, and I'm going to do that by doing the Dave Ramsey baby steps. I went ahead and wrote those down just so I don't forget. And then the next page again is what I showed you guys, is the leftover money. I'm going to show you where I keep our cash envelopes. So in the back here we have our cash envelopes, and I'll just keep them right here, saying what we put into them. The bottom shows how much we need for it, and it also shows a date of when we can stop using these cash envelopes. This paper is just a set budget in case we forget it. And in the back here I have some stickers, some little tabs. And you also have, again, the dry erase board in the back. So that's really it for this budget planner. I really like it. It isn't a budget planner. It's kind of whatever you want to make it. I decided to put it into a budget because the layout works really good for me. If you're really interested in this and you really want to get a hold of your finances, I'm going to go ahead and link the description of it down below, and if you click on the link and use the link, you can go ahead and get $10 off of your first purchase. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe for upcoming budget videos.